It's good to reach out to you. I just wanted to offer a real quick summary on project phase number 3, which I know you're all working on and it's due later this week. Just want to give you just any feedback, and if you have questions, of course, please touch base with me and ask if you'd like. So if we look at this project, I'm going to scroll up here a little bit on the screen. There's basically five phases, if you will, and so we're in the middle of the term. So this is phase 3, and basically we're creating a new product concept for a company that you chose. And so in order to do that, we want to do a strong analysis of just capture the whole process in terms of how a company would plan for such a thing. And so this is this new product project and product market analysis, that we've been working on. And the first phase, as you know, is to investigate, study, and understand the industry that you are in, and that's a very external macro level analysis. So you've done that. Second step is to do a deep dive and evaluate your company, your firm, which you've done that. Identify their resources, their strengths, what sets them apart from others, their history, kind of their DNA, who they're all about, their mission, their goals, objectives, things like that. Kind of their role in the marketplace. Third step now is to, again, kind of turn our faces to an external environment, but this time specifically the customer. Think about the company and the industry's market that they serve, their customers. So this is a market analysis or a market segment analysis for step number 3. So basically this is where we are, and this is kind of how we're progressing through here. And I'm going to scroll down here. There's not a lot of verbiage here to describe this, but what your job is in this process is to now think about who the customers are that make up the customer base for your company. You can think about this from a generic perspective, like the generic customer who would buy your product or product category that your company is focused on. And again, you have a company and you're focusing on one product in their portfolio of products. So you could consider just generically who that customer is, what motivates them to buy. That's usually a great place to start. Why they buy, how they buy. And then very specifically also talk about your customer's specific, your company's specific customer segment as well. So what we're looking for is you're probably going to have 1 or 2 or 3 market segments that buy or purchase or are involved with your company and to a greater extent your product category. And what we want to do is we want to understand what drives those customers to purchase, and specifically what drives them to purchase your product, your company's product portfolio. So think of this in the big picture too. Step 4 is for you to create a viable new product for your firm. When you do that, we want to integrate this new product into the portfolio and into the kind of current set of products your company also offers, but also the product has to integrate into a market. Now, this new product you create in step 4 could be focused and positioned towards one of your existing market segments, which you talk about now in step 3, or it could be positioned towards a new market segment that your company currently does not have a presence with, right? So this whole understanding the market is one of these ideas where you have to understand the customer who buys your company's products, but you also have to understand customers that are out there who could be your company's customers, but currently are not. I hope that makes sense. It's a little challenging to think about this because this is a multi-stage project and you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself on this. But at the same time, you're also kind of thinking forward and like, okay, I'm going to create a new product, but I need this product positioned towards a specific market, a specific set of consumers who are going to buy it. I can't be vague in this. I can't be, just kind of like whatever. This will be for whoever wants it. I've got to be focused. And so in this step number 3, we really need to, while keeping a kind of a generic approach and say, hey, these are the customers who buy this type of product, we also want to get focused and say these customers are our company's customers, and or these other customers are ones who would be very good customers if we had a product for them. Okay, so focus on market segments, define the market segments, use perceptual mapping if it's appropriate to do so, do customer profiles if it's appropriate to do so, which they are, and do a deep dive on what motivates the customer. You can certainly describe customers using demographics like age and income and location and geography. But that shouldn't be your focus. I mean, those should be descriptors, but those don't actually tell me why someone buys your product. It describes people who buy your product. So don't limit your analysis to demographic, descriptive characteristics of consumers. Be sure to go deeper, and be sure as a group that you focus on like profitability of customers. If you have, you may not be able to calculate customer lifetime value, but that's one of the things we want to think about when we talk about market segments. How loyal they are, how resilient they are. If they're your customers, how willing they are, like they are to switch. Switching behavior is a bad thing, obviously. So there are deeper topics that we need to get into when you start doing a customer analysis, not just the very surface level demographic characteristics that you can think of. Okay, so again, reach out to me if you have any questions, but the point of this week or this phase is to really focus on who's going to buy the product, who buys your product, who buys in the product category, and how you describe and how you would break up that market, that generic need into individual market segments. Okay, so have fun with it, and I'm excited, very, very excited to see what you all put together. Thanks.